Oo, kukunin ko yung card.
Mabasa naman sila.
Kunin ko pa, boss.
Ano lang sa labas, Martin? Bali, upo na naman po. Ano na sana yung table ko, ako na naman. Nasa loob yung spray ko eh. Andiyan na sa'yo dyan yung ano dyan, yung ano?
Oo nga po,
regarding sa
Dali tayo turn na kasi sa mga guys.
isisingit ko na. Hindi ka nanibago po. Ano ba yan? Wala bang daan to?
6-7 at saka 6-6.
Ano ba?
Kasi na-receive na po kami.
Ayun, dali po lang muna. So, parang hindi ilang pa rin may dati-dati pa kami. O, may nakit na bang jacket? Kaya records? Dali ah.
Ito sir, attorney, nandito na po sa amin yung BRN.
Ano dyan sa'yo?
Ako, hinong po namin sa GRA.
Kalaban mo si attorney yan, no? Marigi?
Pwede mabaran pa tayo?
Ah, dali ah. Anong busy ba yun? Ito, Polaris. Petron. Anong question mo, attorney?
Ako, may point na sa dali. Wala po dun sa 10 to 3 ko po. Nandun sa Estados America. Ganda kaso po. Dati po di ko mag-update. Po nasa lowest ka.
Pakita mo sa akin para makita natin.
Ang meron po ito po, 6 and 3 to 7 saka 6-6. Wala po.
232? Saan? Kailan po yun? Ano po yun?
Hindi ko maalala pero yun yung na-receive namin sa office.
Kailan na po? Matagal na po.
Hello. Ba't walang nakit? Anong nangyari? Wala kang hearing to, ano siya kayo papasok niya?
Hindi po. Ano na po, hindi mapasok pa po ni Kuya Robert. Andyan po si Kuya Robert.
Simula na 1:30 may pataranta tayo dito. O ano na?
Narating ko lang din po yung jacket po para ma-examine po namin yung
Hindi saan mo mag-1:30 na oras?
Ako na po din.
Ayun, hindi na kasi sila.
Ayusin ko lang.
Ano yung corona?
Ito po yung piso.
Wala sa
Ako yung
ito parang alam ko.
Attorney, wait lang po. Ayusin ko lang po yung mga daan.
Hindi mo na nadali pa na ball ko. Bali, okay na dito. Salamat din kasi naman. Papaasan si Aiko kasi wala tapak sa inyo.
Ay, nag-ano na po.
Yung
Tawag sa
nagawin mo
po
na,
yung
yung nagawin mo na. Hala, yung sabi ko ba yung nag-identity siya sa
Ito po.
Then, ang sabi niya kailan na-receive attorney? Kailan na-receive?
Yung 6-7 po, tsaka 6-6, hindi ko
Hindi, yung 10-3, sabi mo meron na affidavit. Kailan?
Hindi ko lang maalala sa ano kasi soft copy na lang yung nakita ko eh.
Hello.
Yung sabi na nakaatas, yun lang nakita na sa pera. So ano po ngayon, parang na-process sa amin na 6-7 tsaka 6-6 po. Pwede po mahiram na lang yung lakad ito
Si Marlon tsaka sa secretary.
Ay, yung same na lang po ate.
Sige ma'am, baka lang po kasi may matapos.
Actually, bawal mag-inama ng dapat to avoid COVID transmission. Pasilip lang ang reception. Ano bang, anong wala na?
6-7 sir, at saka 6-6 po.
Ayun po.
7, pre-trial pre.
Pwede po attorney sa para
Kasi may good COVID na, avoid COVID.
sige po, hindi din siya affidavit. Ako po ba yung mababasa na maayos?
Ito, Cecilia Tan. Tsuran mo na lang kasi sa cellphone mo.
Sir,
Ha?
attorney ko lang. Ano ko lang po kung tumatanggap si reservation.
Wala po nasa rules ko, wala pong reservation.
Ano? Eh kasi magtatanong.
Sabi mo ba sa kanya na kanya? Tatawag mo muna si Anis muna. Yung 1, 2, 3 muna. 1, 2, 3.
Yung isa po.
Yung may mga marker na to, ito yung mga marker. Saan? Mamaya lang ang dalis ang dalis. Asan na? 1, 2, 3 muna. May iba na. Kung wala pa dumating doon.
Nandun pa po. Nasa mga petition na po. Wala pa po mga development kayo sa response.
Ay, ano nga. Tagal naman yun eh.
Yung 1 to 3 may pang-meeting na po.
Tatawag na ako mamaya. Wala ako. 1, 2, 3.
Nasa
Sabihin mo na yung date mo. Huwag mo na magpapili. Pili date mo. Ito date mo ha.
okay po.
Akin na. Ano nga, bigla pumasok na dyan yung German Justice.
Papasukan ka lang po sila.
Di ba wala pumasok ng madami? Yan mo, bilugan mo na lang. Ito yung date motor niya. Ganun.
Yes, attorney.
Ay.
So rise. Please all rise. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Almighty God, we stand in your holy presence as our Supreme Judge. We humbly beseech you to bless and inspire us, so that what we think, say, and do will be in accordance with your will. Enlighten our minds, strengthen our spirit, and fill our hearts with fraternal love, wisdom, and understanding, so that we can be effective channels of truth, justice, and peace. In our proceedings today, guide us in the path of righteousness for the fulfillment of your greater glory. Amen. The second division of this court is on session. Silence is hereby enjoined. Please be seated.
Please call the first case.
Criminal case, People of the Philippines versus Cesar Baconawa Leviti. CTA criminal case number O-913.
Appearances.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. My name is Mary Joya Asayo.
Mary-
In collaboration, Mary Joya Asayo, Your Honor.
Sayo.
Asayo, yes, Your Honor. In collaboration with Attorney Chat of Cabigas Puntalan, the accused is present, Your Honor.
For the plaintiff.
No appearance, Your Honors, for the plaintiff. Prosecutors Malcontento and Baharot, Your Honors, were duly notified.
So, second call. We have a return of notice. Attorney Nakando.
Yes, Your Honors.
Did we require the filing of pre-trial brief? Attorney Asayo, did you receive it?
No, Your Honor.
No order?
No, Your Honor.
But for purposes of arraignment, you are ready?
You ready, Your Honor?
So, maybe second call, we'll call one case and then we'll call your case again.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Attorney Inocando, hindi tayo nag-require ng PCP.
No, Your Honors, we just process the bail bond of the
And then
accused, Your
we
Honors.
require, we set it for arraignment.
Yes, Your Honors. Saan po kayo tayo?
Ano?
Solutions, Reusing Renewable Energy Inc. versus Commission of Internal Revenue, CTA case number 10531.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Appearing for the petitioner Rico Bologneca.
Respondents Council.
No appearance, Your Honors. Duly notified, Your Honors. Attorney Aguilar.
At your pleasure, Attorney Balongaita.
I have no objection to our setting of the case, Your Honor.
Or second call, you would rather reset?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright, order. When this case was called for pre-trial conference, Attorney Rico, you may take your seat.
Thank you.
Only petitioner's counsel, Attorney Rico B. Bolongaita, appeared. On the other hand, respondent's counsel failed to appear despite due notice, Attorney Inocando.
Yes, Your Honors.
So, there being no objection interposed by Attorney Bolongaita, today's pre-trial conference is hereby cancelled and reset to... When do we reset?
Hindi ko na din. Tayo.
November 9.
November 9.
It's one of the suggested dates.
Attorney Bolongaita, were you given an agreement
Yes,
on
Your
trial
Honor.
dates? Can you fill it up today?
No, I have already told the personnel, Your Honor, that I have problems with the schedule, Your Honor, because I have prior engagements already, Your
So
Honor.
all not available?
There is one November 9, Your Honor.
Can you indicate you're available? Attorney Inocando is not, so we will have to reschedule most of the dates?
Your Honors, per this agreement of trial with Your Honors, only petitioner's counsel today, Your Honors, is present. The respondent's counsel is absent, Your Honors, and petitioner's counsel manifested that he is available on November 9, Your Honors.
That's all.
But the one of the dates that were given to petitioner, Your Honor.
So may we request that the pre-trial be reset to that date, Your Honor, because we could not, anyway, respondents counsel is not around, we could not agree on a dates, Your Honor.
You don't have an earlier date for the pre-trial conference? Please use the microphone, we cannot hear you.
May we know the available, the court's calendar, Your Honor.
October 26, Your Honors, is available, Your Honors.
October 26, I'm not available. If it's in the afternoon, Your Honor, I can make it, Your Honor, October 26.
Afternoons will be Thursdays.
I'm not available the morning of the 26th, Your Honor. So, November 3, Your Honor, which is a Thursday.
Attorney Inocando, can the calendar accommodate?
Yes, Your Honors. November 3, Your Honors, at 1 p.m.
Yes, Your Honor. 1:30.
1 p.m.
1 p.m. Thank you, Your Honor.
No, wait a minute. At
Yes, Your Honor.
November 3, 1 p.m. Moreover, petitioners, you filed a compliance? Oh no, this is another case. So, notify respondent of the next scheduled hearing with a directive to respondent's counsel to file the judicial affidavit of respondent's witnesses. So ordered.
Thank you, Your Honor. Permission to leave, Your Honor.
Granted. So, Attorney Inocando, we will have to reschedule for this case.
Yes, Your Honors. The pre-trial is reset to November 3, Your
Hindi,
Honors.
yung mga off the tapos na tayo. Yung mga yung mga scheduled trial dates, we have to give them another
Yes, Your
option.
Honors, when the November
For the
3
next,
comes.
oo.
Yeah.
And take note preferably in the afternoon, di ba?
Yes, Your Honors.
Are we not going to call the first case again?
Under what? Criminal.
We're supposed to call the first case. On second call, I'm sorry. I-reset na natin, Attorney Jeff,
Yung...
the first case.
Yes, Your Honor. People of the Philippines versus Cesar Pacunawa Libitin, CTA criminal case number O-913.
Same appearance, Your Honor.
So we will just reset today's arraignments and pre-trial conference. Attorney Asayo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, when's the schedule, available date?
May the Honorable Court issue a warning, Your Honor?
Yes, we will do that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
October 27, Your Honors, at 1 p.m.
Available, Your Honor.
27, Your Honors, at 1 p.m.
So order, when this case was called for arraignment and pre-trial conference, only accused Cesar Bacunawa Levite appeared together with defense counsel, Attorney Mary Joya
Your Honor.
Asayo, and is Attorney Chato here?
No, Your Honor.
So we just indicate only and defense counsel appeared. Attorney Inocando, are they notified?
Yes, Your Honors.
It appearing that the prosecutors are duly notified of today's scheduled hearing. So do we require Senior Assistant State Prosecutor Maria Cristina M. Barot is given 5 days from today to explain their absence and to appear during the next scheduled arraignment and pre-trial conference on October 27, 2022 at 1 p.m. Failure to appear on the part of the prosecution will constrain the court to act accordingly. So ordered.
Thank you, Your Honor's permission today.
Can we also both parties are directed to file their respective pre-trial briefs 5 days before the scheduled pre-trial conference.
Georgia Knowledge Services Private Limited versus Commissioner of Internal Revenue, CTA case number 10700.
Pirances,
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Attorney Don Bernard D. Damascus, respectfully appealing as counsel for the petitioner.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Attorney Rosen Cayetano, respectfully appearing for the respondent.
may I get this surname again or the entire name of plaintiff's petitioner's counsel?
Yes, Your Honors.
Slowly.
It's Don Bernard Damascus.
D.
Yes, ma'am.
D-Y?
Tango Yankee, Your Honors.
Alright. Ready?
Your Honors, we are ready for the...
Attorney T, you filed an omnibus motion.
Yes, Your Honors.
You may take your seats. Attorney Cayetano, have you received a copy of the said omnibus motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objection?
None, Your Honor.
So without objection from Respondent's Counsel, the omnibus motion with leave of court to admit petitioner's amended pretrial brief and sworn statement of Attorney Marjorie R. Rosario is hereby granted. And said amended PTB and sworn statement are admitted. Now for today's pretrial conference, you have your SPAs.
Your Honor, I submitted the SPA to this honorable court and furnished a copy to the petitioner's counsel.
Attorney Inocando.
I confirm, Your Honors, just a few minutes, Your Honors. I received a copy of the special power of attorney one of them is Attorney Rosen Olivia Cayetano, Your Honor, signed by Attorney Felix Paul Velasco, the third, Your Honor.
And for petitioner's counsel,
Your Honors, the original Secretary certificate authorizing our permit is attached to the petition for review, which was filed on October 9, 2021.
so the secretary's certificate authorizing petitioner's counsel to appear for today's pre-trial brief has been verified and validated. Likewise, the SPA of respondent's counsel. So, will you be willing to confer with each other and to submit a joint stipulation of facts and issues?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honors.
How much time do you need?
Your Honors, we respectfully request for 30 days to file the joint stipulation.
Alright, 30 days or until October 12. For the issue or issues?
Your Honors, we respectfully request to adopt the petitioner's issue as indicated in its pre-trial brief.
Why not a general issue? Stated in respondent's pre-trial brief.
We submit to that, Your Honors.
So we adopt the one in the general issue, which is also issue number 2 of petitioner's pre-trial brief.
Your Honors, we would also like to try the issue on
This
due
allowed
process.
portion. I think it's the same. You would want issue number 2? We are inclined to adopt just one issue.
Yes, Your Honors. We submit to
So,
the...
issue number 2.
Yes, Your Honors.
Alright.
Your Honor, if I may, the issue in respondent's pre-trial brief also concerns the documents submitted during the administrative hearings.
Is it stated?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your comment, Attorney T?
Your Honors, the petition for review was filed to which addressed only the portion of the denied claim
Yes.
of the VAT refund claim.
Are you submitting additional documents before the court? Or you will submit the same documents submitted at the administrative level? Will there be new documents? Because I think that's the point of Attorney Cayetano, that the denial was proper based on the documents submitted before the commissioner. Will there be additional documents? You are not aware.
Are we, Your Honors, may I ask for a clarification? Are these new documents relative to the petition for review, or?
I would like that, Your Honor. I am asking if there will be additional documents that were not submitted during the administrative proceedings that you will be submitting before this court.
Your Honors, there will be new
documents.
new documents such as certifications.
That were not submitted with the Bureau. You're not sure.
I'm not completely certain, Your Honors.
Attorney Cayetano, perhaps let's adopt the general issue in petitioner's pre-trial brief, and you can just perhaps oppose any documentary exhibits
Your Honor,
that were not submitted before the Bureau.
can we make the respondent's issue a sub-issue under the...
Sub-issue?
Yes, Your Honor.
So how do you propose to do that? If we have a general issue,
Yes, Your Honor.
Based on the documents submitted by petitioner, and whether or not petitioner may submit additional documents before this court, maybe that would all.
We will necessarily explain the same under that issue, Your Honor.
So, Attorney T, any comment? We adopt the issue in respondent's pre-trial brief, and if you want, Attorney Cayetano is raising another issue, is whether or not petitioner may present additional documents in support of the refund claim that were not submitted before the Bureau, if any. If you don't have any, then we exclude the second issue. But if you do, we give you time to study the matter, we will include that second issue.
Your Honors,
Did you get it?
I understand, Your Honors, but I would like to adopt the issue as stated in petitioner's pre-trial brief.
If we adopt the general issue in petitioner's pre-trial brief, we can still have the second issue, Attorney Cayetano.
Your Honor, as instructed, we are submitting the issue if the petitioner is entitled to the refund based on the documents only submitted during the administrative hearing.
The proposal of Attorney T is to adopt the issue in petitioner's pre-trial brief with a second issue. The second issue that was defined earlier. Because it will all depend on whether or not petitioner will be presenting additional exhibits or documents that were not submitted before the Bureau. So if ever it in the affirmative, the second issue will be included. We will resolve that second issue. It will not preclude you.
Your Honor, can the second issue be whether or not petitioner is entitled to the refund based on the documents in the administrative proceeding?
Based on the documents submitted.
Yes, Your Honor.
That will be repetitious. So let it be the way the court has suggested because it will be redundant. So just say whether or not a petitioner may submit additional documents in support of the refund claim of which were not submitted before the Bureau.
We submit, Your Honor.
Alright? Because that will still depend on whether they will present or not.
Yes,
If
Your
they
Honor.
don't present, then we don't have to resolve that issue.
We submit, Your Honor.
Alright? So maybe you'll find that out when you confer with each other.
Yes, Your Honor.
So Attorney T, please include a second issue, alright?
Yes, Your Honors.
Now for the petitioner, 2 witnesses will be presented. For respondent, likewise, two witnesses will be presented. All witnesses have submitted their respective judicial affidavits. No CPA will be commissioned by the court, Attorney T. You're not presenting a CPA to support the claim of petitioner.
Your Honors, we are not presenting
All
an
right.
ICP.
So, commissioner's hearing, how many commissioner's hearing do you need?
Your Honors, we will be presenting 250 documents. In this regard, we are respectfully requesting for 6 commissioners' hearings.
Attorney Inocando? Can we accommodate 6? 6 for 200? Is that 200 only?
Your Honors, 250.
250? So 5 or 6?
Just 5 commissioners hearing. Your
50 documents per hearing.
Yes. Comparison only. You have to pre-mark.
Yes, Your Honor. We submit, Your Honors, to 5 commissioners' hearings.
Earlier, Your Honors, the parties agreed the commissioners hearing, Your Honors, October 5, October 12, and we will give them additional 3 commissioners hearings, Your Honors.
October 5, how long? 1 hour? 2 hours?
30 minutes only, Your Honors.
2 to 2:30.
Yes, Your Honors.
And then 2 to 2:30 again. You
Yeah.
cannot do it 1 hour. Occupied na.
Yes, Your Honors. We have other commissioners hearing, Your Honors.
So, continuous. So, the 12 is not for respondent's evidence yet.
Petitioners only, Your
Yes.
Honors.
So, and then,
October 5, October 12, October 19, Your Honors.
what time?
Also 2 p.m., Your Honors.
Only 30 minutes.
Yes, Your Honors. October 26, Your Honors.
Available.
Available, Your Honor.
Available, Your Honors.
And November,
Also 2 o'clock.
yes, Your Honors. And November 9, Your Honors, 2 p.m., Your Honors.
November 9.
Not available for November 9, Your Honor.
Okay, another date.
November 16, Your Honors, 2 p.m., Your Honors.
Available, Your Honor.
November 16. For respondent, how many do you need?
Just one, Your Honor.
Just one?
Yes, Your Honor.
We can include respondents' comparison, Your Honors, on October 5, Your Honors.
What time?
At 2:30, Your Honors.
Why not accommodate then what petitioner's marking for 1 hour? And then the November 16 will be for respondent.
Okay, Your Honors.
Huh?
Yes, Your Honors.
Alright. So, November 16. So, the October 5 will be for 1 hour. 2 to 3.
Yes, Your Honors.
Okay. Trial dates. Have they chosen the trial dates?
Yes, Your Honors. The presentation of Mr. Felix Agwe Jr., Your Honors, is set on October 26.
Yes.
The presentation of Attorney Marjorie Rosario on January 25, 2023, Your Honors.
Alright.
The presentation of respondents' first witness, Revenue District Officer Marjorie Dioso, April 19, 2023 at 9 a.m. And R.O. Daniel Carlos Perez on May 17, Your Honors, at 9 a.m.
Alright. So, councils will sign this agreement.
Yes, sir.
Alright. So, any other matters?
None for the respondent, Your Honor.
No further matters, Your Honor.
So, order in today's pre-trial conference, Attorney Don Bernard Damascotti appeared as counsel for the petitioner, while Attorney Rosen Cayetano appeared as counsel for the respondent. Both counsels' respective SPAs have been verified and validated. The omnibus motion with leave of court to admit petitioner's amended pre-trial brief and sworn statement of Attorney Marjorie R. Rosario is granted without objection from respondent's counsel. The amended pre-trial brief of petitioner and sworn statement of Attorney Marjorie Rosario is hereby admitted. By agreement of both counsels, they will confer with each other to enter into admissions and stipulations of facts to be stated in their joint stipulation of facts and issues, which must include the following. For issues, the general issue stated in petitioner's pre-trial brief is adopted. A second issue is whether or not petitioner may present additional documents in support of this refund claim of petitioner aside from those submitted before the Bureau.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Documentary exhibits listed in the parties' respective pre-trial briefs are noted. For the witnesses and trial dates, the names of the witnesses and trial dates stated in the agreement on trial dates signed by both counsels are adopted. Now, on the basis, commissioners' hearings is set as follows. Attorney Inocando, please take over.
October 5, Your Honors, 1 hour from 2 to 3 o'clock for petitioner's comparison of exhibits. October 12 for petitioner's comparison of exhibits, 2 to 2:30. October 19 for petitioner's comparison of exhibits, 2 to 2:30. October 26 for petitioner's comparison of exhibits, 2 to 2:30. November 16 for respondents' comparison of exhibits, 2 p.m. to 2:30.
So on the basis of the foregoing considerations, petitioner's counsel is given 30 days from today or until October 12, 2022 to submit a joint stipulation of facts and issues to be jointly filed and co-signed with respondent's counsel. Upon approval thereof, pre-trial shall be deemed terminated. The court shall issue a pre-trial order which shall govern the proceedings in this case. In the event that no joint stipulation of facts and issues is filed within the given period, the party shall be deemed to have waived the filing of the same, and the court shall issue a pre-trial order on the basis of the matters agreed upon in today's pre-trial conference. Thereafter, pre-trial shall be deemed terminated. However, both counsels shall still be required to submit a list of all their pre-marked documentary exhibits. So ordered.
Thank you, Your Honors.
Your Honors.
Permission to be here.
Permission to leave, Your Honors.
Boranger Angelheim Philippines Inc. versus Commissioner of Internal Revenue, City Case Number 10758.
Appearances.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm Attorney Christine Faith and Tango, and I'm joined with Attorney Portia Maclan, appearing for
Again, the second counsel,
Attorney Portia Maclan,
Portia Maclan. Lead counsel,
Attorney Christine Faith and Tango,
okay.
appearing for the petition.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Attorney Brian Anthony Diego, respectfully appealing for the respondent.
May take your seats. So, both counsels' respective authorities to appear for today's pre-trial conference has been verified and validated. Will you be willing to confer with each other to formulate a joint stipulation of facts?
Yes, Your Honor.
We can give you 30 days
Yes, Your Honor.
to be prepared by Attorney Tango and to be co-signed by Attorney Diego. So, 30 days or until October 12, 2022. The issue, or which must include the following: the issue or issues. Attorney Tango, can we adopt the issue in respondent's pre-trial brief?
Noted, Your Honor.
All right. For petitioner will be presenting a CPA.
Yes, Your Honor.
How many days do you need to file a motion to commission ICPA?
May request for 30 days.
Also 30 days.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, same time with the filing of the joint stipulation of facts and issues. So, that's until October 12, 2022. Attorney Nocando, we will set the motion for hearing.
Yes, Your Honors, as agreed by the parties, Your Honors, the hearing of petitioner's motion to commission ICPA, Your Honors, and the presentation of the first witness of the petitioner is set on December 7, Your Honors, at 9 a.m.
December 7.
Yes, Your Honors.
This is also for the initial.
Yes, Your Honors.
Alright. Alright. So, for Marlon Cesante,
This in, Your Honors, is set on the presentation of Mr. Marlon Cesante, Your Honors, is set on January 25, 2023
and
at
then,
9 a.m., Your Honors.
And
Your
then?
Honors. The presentation of respondent's witness, Your Honors, is set on May 17, 2023 at 9 a.m., Your Honors.
Your Honors,
what about the third witness?
The third witness, Your Honors, is set on February 8, Your Honors.
With the ICPA?
Yes, Your Honors, the presentation of the ICP, Your Honors.
February 8.
February, the agreed, Your Honors, February 15, Your Honors. Not 8, Your Honors, sorry, Your Honors.
15. Two witnesses.
Yes, Your Honors, on the 15th, Your Honors.
Alright. And then commissioner's hearings also as agreed upon, but date?
October 19, Your Honors, at 2:30, Your Honors.
To 3.
Yes,
Only
Your
one date?
The agreed one date only, Your Honors.
For respondent? No exhibits? No. Yes?
May we request for one setting for respondent as well, Your Honors.
That will be on October 26, Your Honors, at 2:30 also, Your Honors.
So, only 30 minutes
Yes,
for
Your-
each?
Yes, Your Honors.
Is that sufficient? Because there will be a CPA?
Yes, Your Honors. The other documents will be marked by the ICP and compared, Your Honors. Only the other documents that will be that are not included in the ICP, Your Honors, will be compared by respondent, Your Honors. And petitioner.
Your Honors, if I may.
Yes.
I would like to manifest that I am not available on January 25, 2023. Can I have a different setting?
You have already agreed your earlier
Did you not sign the agreement?
They have signed, Your
I
Honors.
apologize, Your Honors. I was a bit late. I was signing a different candidate, Your Honors. I apologize.
There were two dates given to them, Your Honors, January 18 and January 25, and that the staff of this representation, Your Honors, said that they encircled January 25, Your Honors.
Your Honors, I was only told that I would be signing the I was not available on January 18 and January 25. I apologize, Your Honors.
So, any other option, Attorney Nocando?
Yes, Your Honors. I will set it on Thursday, Your Honor.
Yes.
January 26, Your Honors, at 1 p.m.
Available, Your Honors.
Available, Your Honor.
January 26 at 1 p.m. Any more? No more matters? Order? No more? So in today's pre-trial conference, Attorney Christine Faith M. Tango appeared as lead counsel for petitioner together with Attorney Portia Maclan, while Attorney Brian Anthony C. Diego appeared for the respondent. The respective authorities of both counsels to appear for today's pre-trial conference have been verified and validated. By agreement of both counsels, they shall confer with each other to enter into admissions and stipulation of facts to be stated in their joint stipulation of facts and issues, which must include the following. Number one, the issue stated in respondent's pretrial brief is adopted. Documentary exhibits listed in the parties' respective pretrial briefs are noted. The witnesses and trial dates agreed upon and as stated in the agreement on trial dates is hereby adopted with the exception of the trial date for the presentation of Marlon El Cesante, which is set on January 26, 2023. We will of course include the trial dates in our open court order. We're just doing this to abbreviate proceedings. So likewise, the agreed commissioners' hearings stated in the agreement is also adopted. So on the basis of the foregoing considerations, petitioner's counsel is given 30 days from today or until October 12, 2022 to file a joint stipulation of facts and issues to be jointly filed and co-signed with respondent's counsel. Likewise, the petitioner's counsel shall file a motion to commission ICPA, which is set for hearing on December 7, 2022 at 9 a.m. Upon the filing and approval of the joint stipulation of facts and issues, pre-trial shall be deemed terminated. The court shall thereafter issue a pre-trial order which shall govern the proceedings of this case. In the event that no joint stipulation of facts and issues is filed, by the party shall be deemed to have waived the filing of the same, and the court shall issue a pre-trial order on the basis of the matters agreed upon today. However, both counsels shall still be required to submit a list of all their pre-marked documentary exhibits. So ordered.
Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Million Star Grains Corporation, represented by its President General Manager Ms. Jaina Bautista Manuntag versus Honorable District Collector of Customs and Honorable Ray Leonardo B. Guerrero, Commissioner of Bureau of Customs. CTA case number 10772.
Appearances.
Appearing for respondent BOC, Your Honors, I am Associate Solicitor Paolo Miguel Kilala from the OSG.
Your Honors, respectfully appearing in collaboration with Associate Solicitor Kilala, I am Associate Solicitor Leandro Mari Manaban, also respectfully appearing for the BOC.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. My name is Attorney Noe M. Bautista, respectfully appearing for the state.
No appearance for the petitioner, Your Honors. Attorney Castro was duly notified, Your Honors.
Attorney Bautista, you are from the Bureau or from the Solicitor Office?
Your Honor, I am from the Office of the Solicitor General.
Yes, all right, because you said for the state and the... all right. Lead counsel is...
That would be this representation, Your Honor, Associate Solicitor Leandro Manaban.
For petitioner, Attorney Inocando.
No appearance, Your Honors. Attorney Castro was duly notified, Your Honors.
Your Honors, with the confirmation of the Honorable Division Clerk of Court that petitioner's counsel was duly notified, and with his absence, Your Honor, may we respectfully move that the instant case be dismissed pursuant to Section 5, Rule 18 of the Rules of Court, specifically for failure of counsel to appear during pre-trial.
Duly notified.
Yes, Your Honors. The law firm of Castillo, Laman, Tan, Pantaleon, and San Jose Law Office, Your Honors, was duly notified of today's hearing, Your Honors, on June 23, 2022 at 11:30 in the morning.
Can we give the council one last opportunity to appear? Do you have your SPA for today?
Yes, Your Honor. We have an SPA duly executed by the Commissioner of Customs. We shall furnish the Honorable Court.
Yes, please. So can we reset for the last time with warning?
Your Honor, to clarify, would this be a second call or resetting, Your Honor, of the preliminary conference?
You're willing to wait? Or we will just reset?
Your Honor, we are willing to wait, Your Honor.
So second call.
Yes, Your Honors.
Your Honors, petitioners, the solicitors, Your Honors, requested for the dismissal of the case, Your Honors.
I know. Yes, that's why I'm saying I was going to confer with Justice David that in the event that we call it on second call, do we grant the motion or do we still reset? That's why we're trying to consider that. Off the record, usually when cases like this are dismissed and a motion for reconsideration is filed, since we are the general policy is liberality in the CTA, we usually grant. That is the reason why we are saying we would suggest to reset with a directive to explain. And the explanation has to be satisfactory, otherwise we will grant the motion. But if it's satisfactory, then we reset. Will that be all right?
Your Honor, we
can give you time to oppose.
Yes, Your Honor.
The explanation.
Based on Your Honors, based on this, Your Honors, we agree, Your Honor. We submit that the instant case be instead reset to another day.
Yes, and that with a directive to explain. So you
Yes,
will
Your
take
Honor.
your seats. When this case was called for pre-trial conference, only the following appeared: Assistant Solicitor Leandro Manabat as lead counsel for the respondent, together with Assistant Solicitor Paulo Miguel Quilala and Assistant Solicitor Noel Bautista. On the other hand, petitioner's counsel failed to appear despite due notice. The SPA of respondent's counsel to appear for today's pre-trial conference submitted in court. Can we look at it? Attorney Inocando, can you verify?
Yes, Your Honors. Commissioner Ray Leonardo B. Guerrero, Your Honors, signed on July 7, 2022,
And
a special power of attorney, Your Honors, authorizing Associate Solicitor Paulo Michael Quilala or any of the solicitors or attorneys of the Office of the Solicitor General, Your Honors, to be the true and lawful attorney in fact for Commissioner Ray Leonardo B. Guerrero, Your Honors.
So, has been verified and validated. Considering the absence of petitioner's counsel despite notice, respondent's counsel moved for the dismissal of the instant case. In the interest of justice, however, petitioner's counsel is given 10 days from receipt or 5 days from receipt here of this resolution to explain their absence during today's pre-trial conference. Copy furnished, respondent's counsel, you may take your seats. Where is your address at the Solgens?
Your Honor, 134 Amorsolo Street, Legazpi Village, Makati City.
So copy furnished, respondent's counsel, at we will quote the address. At the given address of respondent's counsel, by maybe we can say licensed courier. From receipt thereof, respondent's counsel is also given 5 days to file any comment or opposition to the explanation. Thereafter, the incident will be submitted for resolution of the court. should the explanation be satisfactory, today's pre-trial conference is hereby reset to
October 12, Your Honors, at 9 o'clock in the morning.
October 12.
Yes, Your Honors.
If unsatisfactory, the court shall be constrained to grant the motion to dismiss for failure of petitioner to appear for today's pre-trial conference despite notice. So ordered.
Thank you very much, Your Honors. Permission to leave.
All right, granted.
SGC Marketing Philippines Inc. versus Commissioner of Internal Revenue, CTA case number 10779.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Respectful appearing as counsel for the petitioner, I'm Attorney Vigo.
For the respondent,
No appearance for the respondent, Your Honors.
notified.
Yes, Your Honors. Attorney Paproa was duly notified.
Attorney Vigo.
Your Honor, please, considering the absence of the counsel for respondent, despite notice, as well as per record, for failure to file their pre-trial brief, may we respectfully move that they be declared in default and that we be allowed to present our evidence ex parte before the commissioner.
Just for the record, Your Honors, respondent's counsel filed an answer.
Yes,
So no default.
we submit.
For the record, Your Honors, respondent's counsel and Attorney Ana Karenina is Pabroa was notified by personal service, Your Honors, on June 21, 2022, Your Honors. It was received by the BIR, RR&B South NCR Legal Division, Your Honors, by Ms. Brenda A. Tuason, Administrative Assistant.
Personal service, Attorney Inocando.
Yes, Your Honors. The said notice of pre-trial, Your Honors, was also received by the Office of the Solicitor General on June 17 at 2:02 p.m., Your Honors.
So we grant. Granted. Granted natin. Okay. So, considering the absence of respondent's counsel, despite due notice and there being no pre-trial brief by respondent, the motion of petitioner's counsel, Attorney Niti Vigo, to consider respondent in to allow the presentation of evidence ex parte is hereby granted.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, can we have signed the trial dates?
Yes, Your Honors. Petitioner signed the presentation of Miss Janelle Marcilia.
Janelle Morcilia.
Miss Janelle Marcilia is set on November 16, Your Honors, as well as the presentation.
No ICPA, right?
No, Your Honors.
No ICP, Your Honor.
So, Commissioner's hearing to mark your evidence.
Yes, Your Honor, please.
Attorney Inocando.
The petitioner's counsel, Your Honor, encircled October 26 at 2:30 p.m., Your Honors.
Alright. Any other matters? Can we define the issue, Attorney Vigo? Well, there is just one general issue which you will adopt.
Yes, Your Honor, we're just going to adopt that, Your Honor, please.
Oh, no, there are several issues. Can you adopt a general issue? Whether or not petitioner is liable for deficiency VAT from January 1, 2013 to June 2013 in
Yes,
the
sir.
amount of 9,216,332 pesos and 93 centavos, inclusive of interest and surcharge, as contained in the assay decision of the Commissioner of Internal Revenue dated May 17, 2021.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank
so,
you.
So, any other matters? So, order. When this case was called for pre-trial conference, only Attorney Nick Vigo appeared for the petitioner, while Respondent's Counsel, Attorney Ana Karenina Pabrua, failed to appear despite due notice. Likewise, the OSG has been notified on June 17, Attorney Inocando, of today's hearing.
Yes, June 21.
June 21.
Yes,
So,
Your Honors.
upon motion of Attorney Vigo, petitioner is hereby allowed to present evidence ex parte. Subject to the following, the issue is hereby defined as stated earlier.
Yes, Your
The
Honor.
witnesses for the petitioner, witness to be presented for petitioner is Junel Morcilla. And the presentation of the witness is set on November 16, 2022 at 9 a.m. Commissioner's hearing is set on October 26, 2022 at 2:30 to 3 p.m. Attorney Nocando.
Yes,
30
Your Honors.
minutes
Yes, Your Honors.
to mark petitioner's evidence. So, that's it. So ordered. So the next scheduled hearing will be November 16, Attorney Vigo.
Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right.
Permission to leave?
Shopee 24 Convenience Store Company versus Commissioner of Internal Revenue, CTA case number 10818.
Appearances.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. I'm Attorney Lionel L. Lopez. Together with me is Attorney Janica Paragados. Respectfully appearing for the petitioner, Your Honor.
Lead counsel,
Yes, Your Honor.
Attorney Lopez.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Attorney Brian Anthony Diego, respectfully appealing for the respondent.
You may take your seats. Your SPA, Attorney Lopez.
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, with us also is the managing partner of Shop 24, but we do have a copy of the special power attorney here, Your Honor.
Can we have it verified by our clerk of court? So the SPA of Attorney Diego attached to the pre-trial brief is noted.
Your Honors, just a few minutes, Your Honors. Petitioner's counsel, Attorney Lionel Lopez, Your Honors, handed to me the special power of attorney. His special power of attorney, Your Honors, authorizing and appointing the lawyers of Maldonado, Panis, Lopez, and Associates, Your Honors, to agree on the simplification of issues, to amend pleadings, etc., Your Honors. There is no secretary certificate, Your Honors. This one is signed by Emerson Ray L. Soriano, Your Honors, but no SPA was submitted by, no secretary certificate issued by the corporate secretary, Your Honors, authorizing Emerson Ray L. Soriano to authorize Maldonado, Panis, and Lopez to appear before this pre-trial, Your Honors.
If I may, Your Honor, Shop 24 is a partnership, not a corporation. And Mr. Emerson Soriano is here, Your Honor, and he's the managing partner, Your Honor. And there is also a management partnership resolution, Your Honor, authorizing it. It's attached to the petition, Your Honor.
Do you have a copy in the petition? don't have it in my copy. So may I have again the name of one of the partners?
Emerson Ray L. Soriano, Your Honor.
May we have his ID? Any identification?
His ID is downstairs, Your Honor.
It's the only ID he has? No driver's license or anything?
Downstairs, Your Honor, I apologize. But he has at his credit card.
He can get it now.
Yes, sir.
And he can borrow it. Anyway, he was the one who filed the motion for reconsideration before the Bureau.
Yes, Your Honor.
Attorney Deco,
Yes, Your Honor, we confirm.
any objection?
Your Honors, no objection from the respondent.
So we will admit the SPA authorizing Mr. Emerson Ray Soriano to wait, the SPA authorizing Attorney Locando, what was the SPA?
Authorizing Baldonado, Panis,
Ah.
Lopez, and associate owners to be their special, their true and lawful attorney.
to appear for today's pre-trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
As signed by Emerson Ray Soriano.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is admitted without objection from Attorney Diego. So ready for pre-trial?
We're ready, Your Honor.
Yes.
Your Honor, we have the copy of the partnership certification. It's,
Do you have it?
Yes, Your Honor. But it-
So to follow, can you submit it after the hearing?
yes, you will, Your Honor.
Do you have it in the petition for review, Attorney Nocando?
Not attached to the record, Your Honors.
It's Annex M.
Annex M. So anyway, that should be verified, so we will not
Yes, Your Honor.
waste time. Again, the resolution, partnership resolution. Petitioner's counsel undertakes to submit a copy of the, what is this document again?
It's a partnership certificate, Your Honor.
Partnership certificate
Signed by both
authorizing,
partners, Your Honor.
authorizing, ano yan? Annex M.
Just for the record, Your Honors, the exhibits attached to the petitioner, Your Honors, up to Annex J only. No Annex M, Your Honors.
Again, Attorney Nocando.
The documents attached to the petition for review, Your Honors, is up to Annex J only, Your Honors. No Annex M, Your Honors, as stated by Petitioner's Counsel, Your Honors.
The copy of Justice David has Annex N. However, upon verification, it's not an appropriate authority. Attorney Lopez, please take note that the authority is only to appear before the Bureau or to file the motion.
Understood, Your Honor. We will
So you-
submit the proper document, Your Honor.
Within how many days? So just please submit a partnership
Yes, Your Honor.
certificate. Within how many days?
May we request for 3 days, Your Honor.
All right, 3 days. Attorney Jega, no objection.
No objection, Your Honors.
To submit partnership certificate. Appropriate. So, for today's pre-trial conference, will you be willing to confer with each other to formulate a joint stipulation of facts and issues?
We are so willing, yes, Your Honor.
We give you 30 days or until October 12 to be prepared by Petitioner's Counsel to be co-signed and filed with Respondent's Counsel.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now for the issue or issues, there are several issues in Petitioner's pre-trial brief, but we wish to simplify the issue. Can we adopt the general issue in Respondent's pre-trial brief? Attorney Lopez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright. Now for, it is noted that the marking of your exhibits, Attorney Lopez, have no prefix P.
Yes, Your Honor.
You will just correct it
Yes, we will
accordingly.
correct
Alright, now, you did sign an agreement on trial dates already. You have agreed on the trial dates.
Yes,
Yes, Your Honors.
So, Attorney Inocando, when is the agreed commissioner's hearing?
For petitioner, Your Honors, for the comparison of petitioner's exhibit, Your Honors, November 9 at 2 p.m. For respondent, comparison of exhibit, Your Honors, November 16 at 2:30 p.m., Your Honors.
I see. So, for the trial dates?
Trial dates, Your Honors, for the presentation of petitioner's witness Jennifer M. Tagupa, November 16, Your Honors, at 9 a.m.
Yes.
For the presentation of the second witness for the petitioner, Irene May C. Lacida, on February 8, 2023 at 9 a.m.
Yes.
For the presentation of the third witness, for the third and last witness for the petitioner, Your Honors, Mr. Emerson Ray L. Soriano, on February 15, 2023 at 9 a.m., Your Honors.
There will be no ICPA here.
No ICPA, Your
Okay.
Honors.
Correspondence?
For respondent, Your Honors, the parties agreed that it be set on July 12 at 9 a.m., Your Honors, but we don't know the name of the witness, Your Honors. The respondent's counsel has not yet submitted the judicial affidavit of the witness.
There is an affidavit. Ahmad Yadhari Batuan.
Yes, Your Honors.
Yes, Your
Our copy, our docket has copy.
Yes, Your
What
Honors.
about referral to mediation?
We are willing, Your Honor. As we were discussing already prior to the hearing, we are open to mediation, Your Honor.
So, Attorney Inocando, do we have a date?
I suggested the date, Your Honor, October 12 at 9:30 a.m., Your Honors, but I don't know with the councils, Your Honors.
We are available, Your Honor.
If it's October 12, we will have to change our trial dates. So,
The first hearing, Your Honors, is November 16, Your Honors.
30 days, 6 plus 6, extendable by another. So, October 12, November 12, December 12. So, we maintain the February. We start February, Attorney Inocando.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, can we have additional date instead? Or maybe present two witnesses on February 8?
Yes, Your Honor.
Attorney Lopez, we cannot hold the initial presentation of petitioner's evidence on November 16 if we will refer this case for mediation on October 12. So we will instead, if you can present two witnesses on February 8.
That is possible, Your Honor.
So Attorney Inocando, make them sign the revised date.
Yes, Your Honors, the presentation of Ms. Tagupa and Lacida will be set on February 8 at 9 o'clock in the morning, Your Honors.
Alright. And the mediation is on October 12.
Yes, Your Honors.
Alright. Any other matters?
Your Honor, we just wish to manifest that we are considering the filing of a motion for summary judgment.
When? After mediation?
Then after mediation, Your Honor.
Not now.
Okay, understood, Your Honor.
Because if you enter into an amicable settlement, then
That is true, Your Honor.
we will just approve the judgment on,
Yes.
by compromise agreement.
Yes, Your Honor.
So we will note your manifestation. Or just file the motion before the hearing on February 8th.
Yes, Your Honor, we will.
Alright. So any other matters? So order in today's pre-trial conference, Attorney Lionel Lopez appeared as lead counsel for the petitioner together with attorney Janica Paragados, while attorney Brian Anthony Diego appeared for the respondent. The SPA of attorney Diego attached to respondent's pretrial brief has been verified and validated. On the other hand, we say the presence of Mr. Emerson Ray Soriano, who is one of the partners,
Managing partner yun.
who is the managing partner of petitioner's counsel, is noted. Without objection from
Your Honor, he's the managing partner of Shop 24, Your Honor.
petitioner.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm sorry. What did I say?
I heard petitioner's counsel. Your Honor.
Petitioner, I'm sorry. Of petitioner. Managing partners of petitioner is noted. Without objection from attorney Diego, petitioner's counsel is given 3 days from today to submit an appropriate partnership certificate showing authority of Mr. Emerson Soriano to authorize the appearance of petitioner's counsel for today's pre-trial conference. By agreement of both counsels, they shall confer with each other to submit a joint stipulation of facts and issues to be filed not later than October 12, 2022, which must include the following. The issue stated in respondent's pre-trial brief is hereby adopted. The documentary exhibits listed in the parties' respective pre-trial briefs are noted. The agreement on trial dates signed by both counsels is hereby adopted, so we will include that in our order, and as well as the commissioner's hearings. So, upon the filing of the joint stipulation of facts and issues and approval thereof, pre-trial shall be deemed terminated, and the court shall issue a pre-trial order which shall govern the proceedings of this case. Meanwhile, considering the manifestation of both counsels that parties are willing to undergo mediation, this case is hereby referred to the Philippine Mediation Center Court of Tax Appeals. Parties are ordered to appear personally or through their authorized representative before Ms. Abigail B. Sanchez, Mediation Staff Assistant, at the PMCCTA located at the 5th floor of CTA Mediation Room, CTA Building 1, on October 12th, Attorney Nafando?
Yes, Your Honors. At 9:30 in the morning, Your Honors.
So, October 12 at 9:30 in the morning, with or without the presence of their counsels for mediation proceedings. Should the parties agree to mediate during their initial appearance before the PMCCTA, they shall execute an agreement to mediate with a directive to petitioner's counsel that a copy thereof be furnished to this court within 15 days from date of execution. So ordered.
Thank you, Your Honor. Permission to leave.
Would you want me to add the manifestation?
Yes, Your Honor.
The manifestation of petitioner's counsel that he intends to file a motion for summary judgment should the mediation not be successful is noted.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right.
Petrol Corporation versus Commissioner of Internal Revenue, CTA case numbers 10232, 10266, and 10267.
Good morning, Your Honors. Attorney Jomel.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Attorney Jomel Manaitin respectfully appearing with Attorney Mark Alarila for petitioner.
Mark or Mike?
Mark Alarila, Your Honors.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Attorney Clarissa Virtudes Babaran, respect appearing for the respondent.
And lead counsel is Attorney?
I will be the lead counsel, Your Honor. Attorney Jomel Manaitin.
Call your witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honors, may I call on Miss Melinda Rugayan.
How many witnesses?
Two, Your Honors. Miss Rugayan will be my witness for 10-232 and 10-267, Your Honors.
Okay.
The other one will be Miss Maria Cecilia Tan.
Samuel Reyes will not testify.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Proceed.
Please raise your right hand. Ms. Rogayan, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please take your seat.
Your Honors, Ms. Rogayan will testify first on city case number 10232.
Offer.
Your Honors, the purpose for which the testimony of Ms. Rogayan is being offered is already stated in the offer of testimonial evidence, which was filed on 8 August. 8 March, Your Honor.
March 8, 2021.
Yes, 2021.
Comment.
Subject to cross, Your Honors.
Proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Rogayan, in relation to this case, do you recall having executed a judicial affidavit?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm showing to you this judicial affidavit. Which you executed on 5 March 2021. Can you go over the same and tell the Honorable Court if this is the same judicial affidavit you were referring to?
Yes, ma'am. This is the affidavit I am referring to.
On page 3, there appears a signature on top of the name, Melinda M. Rogayan. What signature is that, ma'am?
This is my signature, ma'am.
In your judicial, Your Honors, may request that the judicial affidavit of Ms. Melinda Rogayan for city case 10232 be marked as Exhibit R-6 and the signature on top of the name Melinda M. Rogayan as R-6-8.
Mark them accordingly.
Ma'am, in your judicial affidavit, you mentioned of several documents. I'm showing to you the BI records, the city case number 10232. Can we go over the same and tell the Honorable Court if the documents found there are the same as those mentioned in your judicial affidavit? Your Honor, I would just like to manifest that before the hearing earlier, I already showed the BI records to the opposing counsel, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. These are the documents I'm referring to.
Ma'am, do you attest to the truth and veracity of the statements you made in your judicial affidavit?
Yes, ma'am.
That will be all for city case 10232, Your Honors.
Will you proceed with the second affidavit or do you conduct cross now?
Your Honors, we can just conduct a cross in a single go with the witness.
Yes, Your Honor. I will
Okay.
present that next affidavit, Your Honors.
Yes.
Your Honors, for city case number 10267. The purpose, Your Honor, is Your Honors, I'm just checking if there is an offer because this was previously handled by Attorney Rosen Cayetano and
Yes,
she was
there
the
is
one.
offer of testimony, page 1. Separate from
Separate, yeah. Your Honors, the purpose for which the testimony of the witness is being offered is already stated in the offer.
August 14, 2020. Offer
Yes,
of testimony.
Yes, Your Honors, in the offer of testimony filed on 14
Okay.
August 2020. And proceed, Your Honors.
You have a copy?
Yes, Your Honors, we have a copy of
So
the
comment to the offer?
subject to cross, again, Your Honors.
Proceed.
Ms. Rogayan, in relation to city case number 10267, do you recall have executed a judicial affidavit?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm showing to you this judicial affidavit which I executed on 13 August 2020. Can we go over the same and tell the Honorable Court if this is the same judicial affidavit which you mentioned?
This is the same affidavit I mentioned.
On page 7, there appears a signature on top of the name Melinda M. Rogayan. The signature is that.
Yes, ma'am. That is my signature.
Your Honors, may request that the judicial affidavit of Ms. Melinda Rugayan in city case number 10267 be marked as Exhibit R-9 and the signature on top of the name Melinda M. Rugayan as R-9-. Mark them accordingly. Ma'am, in your judicial affidavit, you mentioned of several documents. I'm showing to you the BI records. Kindly go over the same and tell the Honorable Court if the documents found therein are the same as those mentioned in your judicial affidavit.
Yes, ma'am, these are the documents I mentioned in my judicial affidavit.
Ma'am, do you attest to the truth and veracity of the statements you made in your judicial affidavit?
Yes, ma'am.
No further questions for Ms. Rugayan, Your Honors.
Cross.
Yes, Your Honors. Thank you, Your Honors. Good afternoon, Ms. Witness. In your judicial affidavit, specifically on question 7, you identified the BIR records for CPA case number 10232. Is that correct? Ms. Witness, as part of the BIR records, I am showing to you a document marked as page 4 of the BIR records for CTA case number 10232. This document is the certificate of registration and tax exemption issued for Micro Dragon Petroleum Inc. In Article 3 of the said document, it states that the company, which refers to Micro Dragon, shall enjoy, among others, incentives as listed on the back of the certificate. On the following page, page 3, item C of the list, it is stated that the exemption from all local and national taxes, including but not limited to the following: number 1, customs and import duties and national revenue taxes such as VAT, excise, and ad valorem taxes on foreign articles. Do you confirm that that is what's said in the document?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Witness. Also, the said certificate covers the date October 27, 2017 and is valid until October 26, 2018. Is that correct?
Yes.
Ms. Witness, is the claim of respondent within the period stated in this certificate?
Yes, October 2018.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Witness. Further, on your judicial affidavit for CPA case number 10267, specifically on question 19, you identify the BIR records marked as Exhibit R-4. In the BIR records, there is a document numbered as page number 4, which also states, which also provides the same document, Certificate of Registration and Tax Exemption for Micro Dragon Petroleum Inc. And in this document, similar with 1023, CPA case 10232, it grants respondent exemption from all local taxes, including excise tax. Do you confirm?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Witness. Also, this certificate covers October 27, 2017 until October 26, 2018. Ms. Witness, is the refund claim for CPA case number 10267 within the period stated in the certificate?
Yes, sir. It covers year 2018.
Thank you, Ms. Witness. Nothing further for the witness, Your Honors.
Redirect. Yes, Your Honors. Ma'am, in coming up with a denial of the administrative claim for refund, did you consider those two documents?
Yes, ma'am.
And despite of that, those documents, you still come up with a denial?
Yes, ma'am, because per evaluation made on analysis of MDPI's VAT returns for taxable year 2017 and 18 showed that sales in the coastal territory, which constitute battable sales private accounts to 61.83% and 78.16% respectively of total sales and zero-rated sales received, which represents sales outside the custom territory accounts 38.17% and 28.84% of total sales for 2017 and 2018. The excise tax pertaining to the zero-rated transaction may be allowed for refund. However, since the same excise tax was based on a per liter basis, the number of liter per product correspond to the amount of zero-rated sales cannot be properly determined because the documents were belong to MDPI. Then another reason for the denial of the refund the denial of the refund is that MDPI sales inside the custom territory is way above the 30% threshold set under the terms and conditions of its tax incentive entitlement.
No further question, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, Speaker Ross. Ms. Witness, the certification that we showed you was issued by the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority, correct?
Yes.
And such incentive was granted by virtue of the powers of the SBMA. Is that correct?
Yes.
Ms. Witness, does the BIR have unilateral power or authority to deny tax incentives granted by another government agency?
Because it was step.
Ms. Witness, answer the question. Does the BIR has unilateral power to deny or disallow an incentive granted by another government agency?
Yes, sir, because the conditions were not met as stated in the registration certificate.
Where does that power emanate from, Ms. Witness, if you know? The power to unilaterally deny the tax incentive by the BIR. Issue tax incentive granted by the SBMA. You said that the BIR has unilateral power to deny. Can you point at any law or express grant of power giving that authority to the BIR?
I just read the registration certificate and found out that there was a condition set by the authority in order for the MDPI to be exempt from excise tax.
So the condition was set by the authority.
Yes.
What authority is that, Ms. Witness?
By the Subic Bay Report Enterprise.
Okay, that's all for the witness, Your Honor.
Just, no more. Just is the Vidal's question.
Bukayan, do you have with you a copy of your judicial affidavit executed on March 5, 2021? Actually, I'm going to ask you about that 30% threshold that you mentioned in your judicial affidavit. So, okay, about MDPI sales. So what is the percentage? So you said in your judicial affidavit that MDPI sales inside the customs territory is way above the 30% threshold set under the terms and conditions of its tax incentive entitlement. So my question is, what is the percentage of MDPI sales within or inside the customs territory with the total sales, if it is more than the 30%?
It is 61.83% for 78.16 for 2018.
So you mentioned that in your answer, same question. So it's 78.16, 61.83.
61.83% is for 2017 and 78.16% is for 2018.
Okay, how did you get that figure, so the rate? How did you arrive at the rate of 61.83 and 78.16?
Per VAT tax return, debatable sales private, it represent the total sales for taxable year 2018 was 13 million to 48,629 for 57.47. Then for debatable sales private is only 10,352 for 55.99. Then I divide the 10,352 for 55.99.09 by the total sales of 13 billion to 48,629,457.
Okay, your computation is, is that part of the record?
Yes, ma'am.
What particular?
Yes, ma'am. In my memorandum.
In your memorandum?
Yes, ma'am.
So you explain how you arrive at these figures in your memorandum?
Yes, ma'am.
Which is marked as exhibit, Attorney Babaran.
R-3, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Any questions arising from the clarificatory question of the court?
None, Your Honors.
None, Your Honor.
So we discharge Ms. Rogayan. You may take your seat. Second witness?
Your Honors, may I call on Miss Maria Cecilia Tan.
Sir, in the witness.
Please raise your right hand. Miss Tan, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding?
Yes.
Thank you. Please take your seat.
Your Honors, the purpose for which the testimony of Miss Maria Cecilia Tan is being offered is already stated in the offer of testimonial evidence. May I proceed, Your Honor?
Subject to cross, Your Honors.
This is for CTA case number?
10266, Your Honors.
Alright. Noted.
Miss Tan, in relation to CTA case 10266, do you recall having executed a judicial affidavit?
Yes.
I'm showing to you this judicial affidavit. Kindly go over the same and tell the honorable court if this is the same judicial affidavit you executed.
Yes, Your Honor.
On page 4, there appears a signature on top of the name Maria Cecilia Tan. Whose signature is that, ma'am?
That is not my signature.
Your Honors, can I borrow the court's copy, Your Honor?
Yes.
Miss Tan, on page 4 of your judicial affidavit, there appears a signature on top of the name Maria Cecilia Tan.
Yes.
Whose signature is that, ma'am?
Yes, that is my signature.
Your Honors, may request that the judicial affidavit of Miss Maria Cecilia Tan for city case number 10266 be marked as Exhibit R-5 and the signature on top of the name Maria Cecilia Tan as R-5-A.
Mark it. Attorney Babaran, is it dated? The JA? The court's copy? Date of execution?
There's none, Your Honor.
Would you like to ask her? When was this executed?
Ma'am, do you recall when did you execute the judicial affidavit?
Is it the same date of notarization? Yes, Your Honor. Attorney Babaran, proceed.
Okay, Your Honor. Ms. Tan, in your judicial affidavit, you mentioned of several documents. I'm showing to you the BIR records. Kindly go over the same and tell the Honorable Court if the documents found therein are the same as those you mentioned in your judicial affidavit.
Yes, this is the same documents.
Ms. Tan, do you affirm to the truth and veracity of the statements you
Yes.
mentioned in your judicial affidavit?
Yes.
No further question for the
You're
witness.
supposed to ask her to insert the date of execution in the affidavit. I asked her, was it executed on the same date? But she is supposed to insert and sign the court's copy.
Yes, sorry.
Insert the date of execution.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objections from petitioner, Your Honors.
So, date of execution is? Miss Witness?
August 14, 2020.
So, indicate the date, affix your initial, and date today.
That will be all for the witness, Your Honor.
Cross.
Good afternoon, Ms. Witness. In your judicial affidavit, specifically on question 19, you identified the BIR records, correct?
Yes.
As part of the BIR records, there's a document bearing page number 305, which is the Certificate of Registration and Tax Exemption issued to Micro Dragon Petroleum Inc. On Article 3, it says that the company, referring to Micro Dragon, shall enjoy incentives among others. And on the next page, bearing page number 304, and the enumeration, it provides that the exemption includes excise tax amongst others. Is my reading of the Certificate of Tax Exemption correct, Ms. Witness?
Yes.
Ms. Witness, the date of the certificate is October 27, 2017 and valid until October 26, 2018. Is that correct?
Yes.
Ms. Witness, is the period of the claim of petitioner subject of CTA case number 10267 within the period of validity of the certificate of registration?
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Witness. Further, Ms. Witness, in your judicial affidavit, you mentioned that among the reasons of the denial of the claim of petitioner is that input tax was passed on by petitioner to its customer Micro Dragon Petroleum. Is that correct?
Yes.
Ms. Witness, in coming up with such finding, did the BIR or the Bureau took into account recent changes in train law, specifically when the President vetoed the express exemption on purchases by registered business entities, and that there was no clarification afterwards in relation to the said veto, which may have caused confusion among taxpayers? Did the BIR or did the Commissioner took that into account when making this finding?
Which particular?
That the train law, which amended the National Internal Revenue Code,
Yes.
Originally included an exemption on the imposition of VAT on purchases by registered business entities, and that exemption was vetoed by the President before the effectivity of, upon the effectivity of train law. Did the BIR took that into consideration?
We only evaluated based on the representation of the taxpayer in their application for refund, and we also considered existing regulations.